Hi, Heather here from Yougista. I teach a number of yoga Pilates fusion classes that I like to call Yogalates. Or sometimes I'll stick some Pilates moves into my yoga classes or some yoga stretches into my Pilates classes. Either way, it's a great way to balance out some power and some peace. Here are some of my favorite moves that I think incorporate the best of both practices. So come to sitting nice and tall, shoulders up, down, and back, toes flex up towards the ceiling. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Sole of the right foot coming into the left thigh, taking your left hand down to the floor so you sit nice and tall. So you can inhale, right arm up, exhale, fold forward, reaching towards those toes, lengthening the crown of the head towards the toes. And inhale, come back up. Switching sides, right leg down, sole of the left foot into the right thigh, just like a yoga tree pose, flexing the toes so you're standing on the wall in front of you. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, reaching forward to those right toes. Lengthening the crown of the head towards the toes. Even if you're not holding the toes, that's totally fine. You can take your ankle or calf even. And inhale and come back up. Taking both soles of the feet onto the floor and shoulders up, around, and back. So we're going to make our way to a boat pose, but releasing your knees if you can. Arms forward, keeping the right leg where it is. Extend the left leg. And exhale, switch. And exhale, switch. And switch. For 3, 2, 1. Let's hold a boat pose. Chest proud, shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Soles of the feet down onto the floor. Hands come behind you. We're going to lift ourselves up into a reverse tabletop pose. Let's take the left leg. Take the left leg over, and we'll sit down, crossing the left foot over the right. Your feet should be like shoelaces. Taking your hands across, and on your exhale, we're going to sweep the leg and the hands, and inhale back. And exhale, sweep, and inhale back. A couple more times like this. Good. Here's our last one. We're going to hold and come to some pulses. 3, 2, 1. Taking our left leg across now, stacking the knees one on top of the other, sitting bones on the floor. We'll turn the left palm up to the ceiling and place the left hand on your shoulder blade and bring that left elbow up to the ceiling. You can stay here if you'd like, or you can take your hand around. Come into a bind, connect your fingers if it's available to you, or hold onto your shirt, keeping the left elbow up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here, take an exhale to fold. And we'll inhale to come back up. Uncurl your hands, uncurl your feet. Reverse tabletop again. Right leg up and over, sitting down. Knees on top of each other, hands, and sweep. Exhale, sweep. Exhale, sweep. Here's our last one to hold, coming into those little pulses. 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the right leg back across. Sitting bones on the floor, knees one on top of the other, feet like shoelaces. Right palm up, taking the right palm onto the right shoulder blade, lifting the right elbow up towards the ceiling. Sweep your hand around if you'd like. Come into a bind if it's available to you. Take an inhale here, take an exhale and hinge forward. And we'll inhale, come back up. Uncurl the hands, Uncurl the feet. Give yourself enough room to lie back onto your mat. Take hold underneath your knees. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale, belly in, making a C with your back until your arms are just about straight. And inhale back up. Again, exhale, curl it back. And inhale up. And release the knees. Slowly roll down one bone at a time until you get down to the mat, palms beside you. Soles of the feet on the floor. Take your right ankle over your left knee, opening up like a 4, interlacing your hands behind your head, keeping the elbows wide, cradling the back of the head into the hands. Inhale first, and on your exhale, belly into the spine, back ribs into the floor, and curl up. And inhale back. Again, exhale up. And inhale back. And exhale up. And inhale back. And exhale up. And inhale back. Okay, take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, we're going to come to a toe tap. Your left leg comes to a tabletop position. Inhale, left toe down. Exhale, back up. Toe taps. Back up. Toe taps. Back up. And one more time, toe taps. Back up. Take your right hand, open up your right knee with your right hand. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to come up and rotate and inhale back down. Exhale up and rotate and inhale back. Up and rotate, back down. One more time, up and rotate and back. Thread your hands through. Take hold of your left hamstring or shin. Take a few breaths here as you're opening up your right hip with your right hand. Good. And release. And bring both soles of the feet back down to the floor. Left ankle over the right knee. Interlacing your hands behind your head, keeping them wide. Inhale here. Exhale, curl up. You're gazing forward. And inhale back. Exhale up, belly into the spine. Back ribs press into the mat and back. Exhale up. Inhale back. And one more time, exhale up. And inhale back. Coming to your toe tap, inhale here. Exhale up. Inhale tap. Exhale up. And inhale tap. Exhale up. Inhale tap. One more time. Exhale up. And inhale tap. Now exhale up. Take the left hand onto your left knee, opening up your left hip. Inhale to prepare. Exhale up and rotate. And inhale back. Rotating from the shoulder, not the elbow. Exhale up and rotate. Good. One more time. Awesome. Take your hands, thread them through. Take hold of your right hamstring or shin. Take a few breaths here, using your left arm to open up your left knee. Good. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your legs up to the ceiling. You can take your palms beside you or underneath your tailbone for a little bit of extra support, keeping your back on the floor, your neck long. You can inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Inhale back up. Again, right side, lower down and back. Right leg down and back. One more time, lower the right. Back up. Other side, left down. Back up. Left leg lowers and back. Left leg down and back. One more time, left and back. Now both legs lower. Back up. And both legs lower. Back up. A couple more of these. And up. One more time like this. And up. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Lower the legs down. Up and around. Down, up and around. Like you're drawing two giant letter Ds with your toes in opposite directions. Down, and back. Hug your knees in for a moment. Take your arms out to a T. Drop your knees over to the right side and gaze left. And coming back to center, drop your knees down to the left side and gaze right. Take an inhale, lift up with your core. Exhale, soles of the feet down to the floor. Walk your heels up a little closer to your glutes. Feet stay hip distance apart. Palms beside you like an A. Inhale here, and on your exhale, we're going to come to a Pilates bridge. So you're lifting your hips, but the shoulders stay down on the mat. Now drop your butt down and push it up and drop and push and drop and push and drop and push. Let's take the right leg across, holding it in line with the left knee. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Right leg down. Left leg up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Left leg down. Now we're going to press into the feet. Send the hips up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles towards your heels. Pull your shoulders a little close together. Nice yoga bridge. Sending the hips as high as you can. 1. Release your hands and roll your back down. One bone at a time. Tailbone towards the heels. Cross your right ankle over your left, keeping your back, the head and shoulders on the floor. Your palms can help you. We're going to come to a few reverse crunches. Taking an inhale to prepare. And on your exhale, you're sending the toes up behind you. And inhale back. Again, exhale up. And inhale back. Let's do that one more time. Up and down. Taking the knees into the chest. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Bring your chin into your chest. We're going to roll like a ball. Up and over. And make our way to all fours. Making sure you set yourself up with your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and back is straight. And just take an exhale, stretching out the spine, belly in. Inhale, tailbone tips back, chest forward, head up. And make your way to a totally flat, neutral position so your back is parallel to the floor. You're going to take your right arm up as high as your shoulder. Left leg up in line with your hip, keeping your tailbone parallel to the floor. Let's point that left toe. Drop it down and back. Drop it down and back. Drop it down and back. One more time. Drop and up. Hold here. Hand down. Knee down. Take your right arm up. Thread it underneath your left wrist. Walk it over to the left side, resting on your right cheek and shoulder. Take your left arm up. Let's make a few circles here. Circle it the other way. Rest your left hand on the small of your back, or maybe take it over to the right hip. Okay. Release your left hand down to the floor. Come back to your all fours. Making sure the back is straight. Left arm up in line with the shoulder. Right leg up in line with the hip. And toe tap and back. Toe taps and back. Couple more of these. Last one. Bring your right knee down and your left hand. Taking your left hand now, threading it underneath the right wrist. Coming onto the left cheek and shoulder, right arm up, making some circles, other way. Right hand to the small of the back, opening up your heart. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And we'll take the hands down, coming back to your all fours. Let's come down onto the elbows. You want to make sure your elbows are lined up with your shoulders, palms to the floor, widening your chest, stepping back into a plank. From here, you're going to send your hips up and back down. And hips up and down. A couple more of these. And one more time. And finding your plank from dolphin. And bringing your knees down to the floor. Coming back up to all fours. Curling your toes under. You're going to come to some knee hovers here. So you're going to lift your knees just a couple inches off the floor and hold. And come back down. Again, knee hovers, you're lifting with your core. Beautiful. And down. And pressing your hands into the floor, curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back, making your way to a downward dog. And we'll slowly walk the hands back towards the feet, taking the feet hip distance apart. Slowly roll up. So you come to standing. Standing nice and tall, shoulders up, down, and back, legs are parallel. You're going to come to some heel lifts now. So you're going to lift your heels up and down, and heels up and down. Heels lift, 2. One more like this. Now turn your toes to the diagonal like a ballet first position. Heels lift. Lift and down, and lift and down, and lift and down. Turn your toes now inwards like they're pigeon toes, heels out, and a few lifts like this. 3 and 2. One more. Bring your legs back to parallel. Take an inhale, bring your arms up, come up onto your tippy toes, and exhale, fold forward and hang like a rag doll and let it all shake out. And with your chin slightly tucked, pressing your feet into the floor, slowly roll all the way up to standing.